Chapter 17. The Messiah reveals his authority. Trey knows Allegory Chronicles. The days grew heavy with expectation. Crowds followed the Messiah through dusty villages, across hills fragrant with olive trees, along shores where fishermen worked their nets. Some sought healing, others sought wisdom, a few came hoping for revolt against Rome. But all who met him sensed something deeper, a presence that pulled at the soul, a truth that pierced the heart, a power unmatched by prophet, priest, or king. And the more he revealed, the more the world trembled. Authority over the elements, the wind bowed to his whispers. The sea obeyed his voice. Storms born from chaos at the world's beginning stilled at a single command. When the disciples whispered, trembling, "Who is this that even the winds and the waves obey him?" The shadows recoiled, for the elements responded to him as they had responded to the Father when creation first awakened from a cliff above. The destructive image watched, fear rippling across its pale Nordic form. He commands the forces we once mastered on rehab, it hissed. His authority is not of this world. Authority over the spirits. Across the sea lived a man among tombs, broken, tormented, chained by ancient darkness. No scribe could free him, no soldier could restrain him. His torment was a scar left by the Anunnaki's rebellion. When the Messiah stepped ashore, the spirits cried through the man's twisted voice, "What do you want with us? Son of the Most High, do not torment us." The disciples staggered back, but the Messiah stood firm. "What is your name?" he asked. A legion answered, "We are many." The destructive image hiding in the shadows of shattered stones felt the Messiah's authority crush the air like a falling star. It fled deeper into the tombs. Then the Messiah spoke, "Come out." A torrent of darkness tore from the man, driving a herd of swine into the sea, a symbolic cleansing, a reclamation of ground long held by shadow. The man collapsed at his feet, healed, whole, free, and whispers spread. Even the demons obey him. Authority over the body. Through the crowds pressed a woman who had suffered 12 years. She crawled, trembling, and touched only the hem of his garment. Power flowed through her like living fire. She gasped, healed instantly. The Messiah turned, not angered, but knowing, power has gone out from me. His authority flowed like a river of life unstained by the world's darkness. Authority over death. In another village, mourners filled a house where a little girl lay dead. The shadows gathered greedily, convinced death belonged to them. But the Messiah entered and declared, "The child is not dead, but asleep." The people laughed. Even the Anunnaki mocked from afar. Then he took her hand. "Little girl, rise." Light filled the room like dawn breaking over creation. Breath returned to her lungs. Her eyes opened. His authority had reached into death itself, a domain the shadows believed invincible. Authority over law and tradition. The Messiah taught with a boldness that shook the foundations of religion. You have heard it said, but I say to you, he spoke not as one interpreting the law, but as the one who had written it. The priests bristled, the Pharisees seethed, the scribes fumed. Who is he to speak above Moses? They cried. But the Messiah said, "One greater than the temple is here." Heaven agreed. Authority over sin. A paralyzed man was lowered through a roof. Seeing the faith of his friends, the Messiah declared, "Your sins are forgiven." Gasps, outrage, accusations of blasphemy. Only the Father could forgive sin, but the Messiah asked, "Which is easier, to say your sins are forgiven, or rise and walk?" Then, rise. The man stood, healed in body and soul from a distant hillside. The destructive image whispered, "He is undoing the curse." Piece by piece, one healed heart at a time. The world takes notice. Rome noticed the crowds, the priests noticed the loss of influence. The Anunnaki noticed their fading power. The destructive image noticed its own unraveling. The Messiah noticed everything, yet walks steady, calm, carrying eternity in his hands. The shadows alarm. In hidden caverns, the Anunnaki wept in rage. He heals the sick, frees captives, commands spirits, claims the Father's authority. The destructive image knelt, trembling, he must be stopped. We cannot match him with power, we must turn mankind against him. Thus began the next stage of their war. Subtle, political, religious, psychological, not by attacking his strength, but by exploiting human weakness, for the shadows understood a terrible truth. No miracle could protect him from the betrayal of those he loved.